Okay, so now we're going to be doing the breathing exercise of this. Do you have any questions before we start on that? So I'm going to demonstrate first how we do the exercise. Okay, it's very simple. So I hear it, I got to get ready, I take my breath. This is my breathing. These are my abdominals. Make sense? I'm going to make that just a little lower. And then I'm going to make a note here. So we have to also know when we go to release breath, so everything else is the same when we go to do the exercise. My stance is the same, the power source is the same. When I take a breath, I'm releasing the abdominals. Anu. My abdominals come in right now because I'm letting go of air. My abdominals don't come in because I'm pulling in and squeezing out air. I'm going to repeat that again. This is important because I have a lot of people always come to me and like squeezing out air. No, what are you talking about, squeezing out air? When I release breath, my abdominals come in because I'm letting go of air, letting the air out. Not because I'm pulling in to squeeze air out. Make sense? So in other words, it would be squeezing it out versus the abdominals move according to how my breath is coming out. This is going to be really important as we continue going through. Does that make sense so far? So that's really important. Do you talk at all?
Yes.
Okay, good. She does talk. I know you guys wanted to know what was her voice like. You can go to aliviasarahmusic.com and check out her music today. Send me your money, and then you can listen to her music. No, I don't want your money. Why would I be putting this up on YouTube? Giving you everything for free. Everyone wants everything for free. Whatever. Okay. So we're going to do this exercise together. Okay? And I'm going to play it here. We're going to do just a few rounds of it. Okay? So everything else stays the same. Nothing changes. My stance, we're going to release from the abdominals. My power source is nicely elevated. Breathing in on ooh and releasing out on ooh. And we're just going to keep doing that. Here's the beauty of this exercise as well, that I failed to mention before, is that I'm actually training you to be a rhythmically set breather. Like what? Yeah, let me explain. When you see people take a breath and they go, let's go, let me think here for a second. How about, amazing grace, how sweet the sound that, okay, that's called what I call hiccup singers. Make sense? That's bad breathing. And guess what? You are so off rhythm. Tell me you haven't experienced that before, because I have. Right? Make sense? So what we want is, what I'm training you to be is rhythmically set with your breathing in the exercise. And then you're going to do it with the vocal exercise. And then you're going to do it in the music that you start singing. Then that's why you'll be light years ahead of anyone. Not that you want to, diminish anybody else, right? Because I'll tell you what, man, we're not into this crushing our competition. So those of you that like to crush your competition, get out, because we're not into that kind of stuff, okay? Yeah, go ahead, talk some more. Anyway, sorry I digressed a moment. I'm speaking truth there, okay? We're not into crushing people. We're here to lift them up, encourage them, and build them up. So if you're a crusher, get out. This is some real stuff here, okay? This isn't all pre-scripted. I can sound intelligent when I pre-script. Anybody can. Oh, well, what's the question of the day? Let me not digress anymore. So let's do this together. We have our stance. Slow breath in on ooh. Keep going. Let go. Let go of that. Let go of that. Good, now let it go. That's right, let it be flexible. It was a bit tight there. There you go. Flexibility. it be flexible. Don't tighten up, don't tighten up, just let it be flexible. Don't tighten up. That's right, one more. Exactly. Now admit it, when you first started, you were like, you were fighting me. You know what that's called? You know what that's called? Lotta vocale. Vocal struggle is the English translation from the Italian. Lotta vocale is what you were going through there. Meaning, it's the vocal struggle. Your abdominals always want to kind of have this sense of tensing up when it goes to release air. So we want to undo that. We want flexibility here. Remember, I don't want to pull in, right? Why? Because I said that before, but why would I say that? Because if I'm pulling in, I'm adding unnecessary air pressure against my vocal folds, meaning subglottal pressure, meaning sub from below, adding pressure. You know what that's like? Fistful of air trying to get through. Is someone going to get hurt here? Right? You would get hurt. Do you speak?
Yes.
Okay, good. She says yes. But you notice what happened. When you first started, you were a little tight. And I was like, hey, relax that, relax that. So we're going to do it one more time just to make sure. Remember, repetition, repetition. See, I said repetition twice. Did you get it? Did you get it? So you're going to take a slow breath in. Now you're going to release. Okay. Let it release. Beautiful. Let it release. Beautiful. So how do I know that she's not pulling in? Because of the way the book is moving. Did you notice that? The book tells all. The book tells all. Especially the book. You know what I'm talking about. Okay. So that's how we know that you were not tight at that point. Because when you let go of your air, your abdominals were moving in a very, how would you say, the same speed or velocity that the air was coming out. It was not, they were as if your breath and your abdominals were hooked together with hydraulics. With the hydraulic moves, when you have connections of hydraulics, and you make it where the one hydraulic moves, it moves the other piece in unison, but maybe in opposite directions. The breath is coming out and the abdominals are coming in. So it's like being tied to hydraulically. Make sense? So we have our breath that comes in and our abdominals. So here's the hydraulic and all of a sudden it goes boom. Right? Air comes out, hydraulic. They move in unison but in opposite direction, but even that's going to change over time. Yeah, we'll talk about that one later on. Any questions on that so far? So now we're going to do the vocal exercise part of it.